Two very exciting things going on in this video. Number one, probably my most requested makeup look yet. I have green mascara. Not only do I have green mascara, but I have green eyeliner. So while I do that, I'm going to be telling you the story of how I met Olivia Rodrigo. I look really puffy and tired. It's because I have been crying and I have not been sleeping. So, already did my base, just mixed my Kosas and Ilia concealer and then used my NYX brow glue. And then I'm just going to be using this Jason Wu palette to give my eyes a little definition before we go into the liner and mascara. In my usual setup, because I'm actually on a balcony outside in LA right now, that's also why I'm yelling because it's so loud. And that's also why I have these fake nails on. I'm here shooting a short film, so these are for my character. That's also why I'm drinking a yerba, because I'm hanging out with a bunch of USC kids and apparently this is the culture. So I just want to fit in. Oh, if you saw my last vlog, I was in LA last weekend as well for a concert, and I went with my best friend Uche, and we went to this apartment building where there was supposed to be a shuttle or like a party bus that would pick us up and take us to the venue of the concert. This is the Sephora liner in the shade 06. It's like a forest green. I'm gonna attempt to do this while I tell the rest of the story. I haven't used a liner like this as opposed to like a pen since like fucking middle school, so I don't know how this is gonna go. So we're in the lobby of this apartment building waiting for someone to come find us and tell us exactly where the shuttle is supposed to be. I see this girl walk up to the front desk and immediately I was like, Uche, that's Olivia Rodrigo. I just fucking knew it was Olivia Rodrigo. Just very small, like teeny tiny, but really tall. She had like these tall boots on and she was wearing like fishnet tights. There was this big man behind her who I'm assuming is like her bodyguard holding like a guitar and a bunch of roses. Uche and I obviously start freaking the fuck out because it was so weird. We were just talking about Olivia Rodrigo because Uche was telling me how Olivia Rodrigo is one of her top artists of the year. And I was just like she looked exactly like Olivia Rodrigo, but it was just like weird to see her in the flesh. Like I was just like, what the fuck? Both really wanted to say something to her, but we were debating it because we didn't want to like bother her, you know? This is looking kind of gorgeous. Now for the green mascara, but yeah, so then her and the bodyguard start walking over to this elevator section. So obviously, what do? We follow them. One of the elevators opens and they get in, so obviously we get in right behind them. So then I'm standing there in a fucking elevator with Olivia Rodrigo and her fucking bodyguard and Uche, and I know that Olivia knew that we knew who she was. Like I was looking at her with hearts in my eyes. Like we were acting weird, you know what I mean? So then Olivia turns to us and says, did you guys put your floor number? Because it's one of those fancy elevators where like each individual elevator takes you to a different floor, you know? And she was like, oh yeah, you were supposed to do that like in the lobby. And we were like, oh, like we didn't know what to say. We obviously knew we didn't know where we were going. And she was like, yeah, you can just get out here and like get on the next one. We were like, okay. And then we got out and she was like, have a good night. And we were like, you too. She was just so sweet. And again, like I know she knew that we knew who she was, and like I wish I asked for a picture, but I didn't want to bother her. And it's just crazy because like I have seen a lot of celebrities when I used to live in LA, but I've never been so starstruck. Like I had butterflies in my fucking stomach for days after that. For some reason, it was just crazy. I've also just fully accepted that no celebrity will ever be my friend, because every time I have an interaction with one that I would want to be friends with, I put it on fucking blast. Like, do you guys remember when Phoebe Bridgers reacted to one of my stories and I literally posted screenshots on TikTok? Like, I'm so embarrassing, but I don't care. Kind of a mess, kind of a vibe. Also, my nails are a little hard.